Bob Goodman. I'm the executive director of the New Jersey Center for Teaching and Learning. The free materials that could be used for, this is getting back now to the resources that are available for you to use as opposed to the teacher endorsement program. The free materials for live instruction, you get, this is all free and available on the site. So you get direct instruction slides and videos. In classrooms, you'd use a polling device. On Zoom, you use the built-in polling on Zoom. Every one of the video platforms has some sort of polling built in, and it would work the same way as it would in a classroom. So you get formative assessment slides and videos, classwork, homework, unit plans, labs, quizzes, tests. Again, all that's all available for you. What we did when COVID hit in March is we realized that as the schools were closing, that our teachers were switching to live instruction, but we're kind of skeptical about whether live instruction represents a complete solution to the problem of teaching kids online, because expect kids to sit 6 or 7 hours a day in front of a TV set at home. A computer screen seemed a little onerous to us, and you have multiple kids in the same house taking courses at the same time. It can be difficult both in bandwidth and getting space. So we think asynchronous instruction is also going to be key. So what we did was we went to our teacher courses, and we did this starting like March 18th when COVID started closing schools. And we stripped out the aspects about the courses that had to do with how to teach the content, leaving just the content there. So the same way we were teaching teachers the content, we would teach students content online. It's going full circle because we started out with classroom materials to teach students, then we used that to teach teachers, then we created asynchronous courses to teach teachers. We then took the next step of saying we could create asynchronous courses to teach students. We did that. We created self-study courses. There was no instructor in the course because we had to do this very fast. Schools closed in March. We wanted to get them a solution by April. So we posted these courses for the free use of anybody. They weren't structured with an instructor and students. They were just, everyone goes to sign on and could take the course themselves. But instructors could then assign work to their students, and the students could submit it through their LMS. So they could use these as a very powerful asynchronous learning tool. We are going to continue that in the fall. We can't keep doing it for free, but it's down to like $7 a student or something is what we're charging to put students in those courses. They're all hosted on our site. The self-study courses, the ones I just told you about, give you automatic feedback. The student does the direct instruction video. They watch the direct instruction. They get asked a question, they answer the question, they're told if they're right or wrong right away. They then can click on watch a video of someone solving the problem, which replaces the social constructivism they would have in a classroom of going to a friend next to them and finding out how to do the problem. We have virtual labs built into them that they can do, auto-graded quizzes, so randomly selection quizzes from a big test bank, and a progress bar so they can monitor, anyone can monitor their progress. This could be used in a flipped classroom. So the school year starting, the same materials you're using in the classroom are exactly the same materials used in these courses. So you could say to kids, we're going to go on Zoom tomorrow we're going to meet in the classroom tomorrow to work on problems. In advance of that, go through Unit 2, Topic 3, watch the videos, do the formative assessment questions. And when we get together, we're going to work on some other things. Similarly, when schools close, if schools close, you can say, in your own time, do these things. And then we're going to get together for a half an hour or 20 minutes to go over problems that you had with doing these problems. Or you could decide, I'm going to get together with just the kids who are struggling with fractions, and I don't need everyone at the same time. I'll just create small group instruction. I think they're just tools that good teachers will be able to use very creatively. The problem is that the limitation of this self-study courses is that they're really standalone courses. They're not tied to, you're not the instructor in them, because to do that, you'd have to enroll the instructor and separately enroll all the kids and create a hierarchy, which just takes a little bit more time and money to do. But we have these courses available for these self-study purposes. So these can complement the free classroom courses, or if schools close, they can replace them. And these are mathematics, chemistry, biology, computer science, middle school science. The next step for us was we also then created teacher facilitated courses, which basically are exactly the same as our courses for teachers, again with the how to teach it aspects stripped out, but now the teacher who gets enrolled as the instructor of the course is you, and your students become, instead of us teaching teachers, it's you teaching your students. So the power of that is that you get a dashboard which shows you the students' progress in the course, the last login they had, their grades. It actually tells you all the assignments they submitted, which ones they haven't submitted, and which ones you've graded and which ones you haven't graded. It's a much easier way of teaching than to have all that material sent back through your LMS. And then you can communicate directly with your classes through submission. They can, in the Moodle course, they can submit their assignments, and you can grade them and return them to them and so forth. And they can complete their labs and forward them up to you that way. And that's all these courses are available. Oh, and the other thing we can do, and this is could be important to some of you, this all works with teacher facilitated courses, and it works with all of these, but there's prices on these. The prices for teacher facilitated courses are not much different than self-study. They're like $12, and I'll show you that in a second. The other thing we can do is, if you have a course that you have no teacher for, or you only have like 3 kids who want to take AP physics, calculus-based physics or something, and you don't want to say no to the kids, but you can't use your physics teacher, one of their 5 sections a year that you're allowed to teach under the contract, you don't want to use it for 3 kids. We could actually provide the instructor and teach these courses to your kids within the same structure. So that's an added benefit that you guys can use or not use. And so these courses are all available for you to teach with your instructor, or if you need us to teach it with our instructor, we're able to do that, but that's up to you. And this is a comparison chart showing what these things are. You can see that the first 4 are the same for everything. So everything we do is based on the same direct instruction slides and videos, formative assessment slides and videos, classwork, unit plans. All of this is common no matter what you do. And this all free. If you decide you want to have self-study courses, then you get these extra attributes, the automatic feedback in videos, virtual labs, auto-graded quizzes, student progress bar. If you want to teach a course, then you provide the teacher, and they can provide teacher support within the course. And if it turns out that you don't have a teacher and you got a kid who wants to take AP Physics 1 and you don't have anyone else, then you could have us do it. And this last one, these are the graduate level courses that teachers take in order to earn an endorsement. Again, same courses, we teach those. And to show you, so the subject content is the same in all of them. And there's a complete overlap between the all the teaching tools, materials we give you to teach it, from live teaching through asynchronous teaching, and the endorsement programs. They all use the same subject matter. They use the same slides and videos. So there's a lot of synergy. And this is the cost for all of these things. These are the endorsement programs. If they're not NJEA members, then these are the prices for 30 credit. Well, here's the credits: 30 credits for physics, chemistry, math is 36, middle school subjects are 24. And that's the total cost of the program. Again, you pay as you go. NJEA members get 20% off. So if your district is NJEA, has NJEA teachers, these prices are relatively inexpensive, I think you'll say. And this is what we're charging for. Live teaching materials are all free. Self-study courses, we charge $95 a teacher. That's basically to train the teacher and get them enrolled and set up. And then $7 for each of their students. And then teacher facilitated, $250 plus 12. This is more because we're actually training the teacher in how to be a Moodle instructor. But all of that is relatively, I think, inexpensive, but it is charges that allow us to sustain doing this as we host these courses on our site and have to train teachers to do it. And that's it. That's what we have to offer and help you with. And I hope some of this is of value to you all, and I look forward to answering any questions you might have.